Welcome back. Today we're here with the 2025 Storyteller Overland. This is the GXV HILT. This is based on the Ram5500 chassis. This has the 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel, putting out 360 horsepower, 800 pound-feet of torque. This is coupled to a 6-speed HD transmission. So we're gonna take a look at this extreme overlanding vehicle. We can compare this to the EarthRoamer, which is also another beautiful overlanding vehicle, but we're gonna see which one would you go with, the EarthRoamer or the GXV HILT from Storyteller Overland. So we'll take a close look at the interior, exterior. We're excited to take a look at this here in Mesa, Arizona, where this vehicle is located. So let's get started. Right, so taking a wide angle look at this GXV HILT, this is going to be 28 feet long, not including the bumpers. Also will be 12 foot to 12 foot 7 inches tall. Because of that, because of the smart suspension, you have 3 different settings, giving you a total of 7.5 inches of travel, so it can vary. Right now this is set to the medium height level. We can see the 41-inch wheels with Hutchinson rims, Continental tires with all-purpose tires. The suspension system checks 1,000 times per second for the optimum suspension settings, so it is constantly adjusting to the perfect suspension settings. The capsule in the back is going to use 2 inches of bead foam insulation. Up top we have a rail that goes totally around. We have 8 10-inch KC off-road lights for the perimeter, so your entire perimeter is lit up. On the front we're going to have 5 8-inch KC headlights. We have a 13-foot awning. Also, this is covered in bed liner, so it has a heavy-duty finish on the chassis and the capsule. We have 2 queen beds, 1 queen bed that's in the cab over bunk, and this cab over bunk has ventilated windows. We have a power step and assist steps on the side. The capsule and the chassis are separate, but they do have a pass-through with a boot. As you take a look in the front, we can see the awesome stance of the Ram5500 chassis. The flare space heavy-duty bumper also has a 20,000 pound winch in the front, the KC off-road lights, and LED spotlight, in addition to the Ram headlights. And then looking up top, you can see those KC 8-inch off-road lights, ventilated awning window for the front, so you have a beautiful view of the outdoors while you're enjoying the comfortable bed, queen size bed. Our flare space bumper, you can see the parking sensors and also a brush guard. This 20,000 pound winch has a synthetic rope. We have a block heater connection. We have dual onboard ARB compressors. You see that blacked out grill, very awesome. We have high performance LED headlights. We have a 33-degree approach angle with this bumper. And we can see our 20-inch Hutchinson beadlock rims and the Continental all-purpose multi-purpose tires. This has a maximum speed of 70 miles an hour. These are 335/80. Again, 20-inch wheel. And then on the inside, we can see our liquid spring smart suspension. These huge fender flares for the front. The overcap bunk also has this fairing with the GXV logo in it, just to help reduce wind noise. As we come around to the driver's side, I'm going to take a wide angle so we can get this beast in the frame. You see our heavy duty steps to get into this. We have easy to reach diesel and DEF fillers, lockable storage. You can just check out this door, heavy duty. Also, you can unclip the straps so that you can open it even further. Here's our smart plug, 30 amp short connection. Here's our lockable cassette toilet. Up top with that overhead bunk, another awning window, more KC 10-inch LED perimeter lighting. There's our max fan vent for the wet bathroom. And then coming into the back, You can check out these rear wheels, again with the bead lock. Absolutely awesome looking with these wheels and suspension setup. You can see our liquid springs. We have an external reservoir for our liquid spring shocks. You can see the heavy duty suspension setup. Here's the exhaust for our hydronic heating. We have 10,000 BTUs of hydronic heat with 2 radiators, a 15,000 BTU Coleman Mach air conditioning system up top. On our side we have our freshwater connection, tank vent, and then this is a magnetic hold for the doors. Down below we have our wet bay, and then just take a look at how thick these doors are. These things are so heavy duty. We have aluminum paneling on the interior. We have our outdoor shower, fresh tank, drain, low point drains. Again, aluminum construction, super high quality doors and gaskets, stainless steel piano hinge. I love the motion sensing lights, making it very easy to be working out at night. For our freshwater storage, we have 120 gallons. For our gray tank, we have 42 gallons. For black water, which will be our cassette toilet, it will be 4.75 gallons. And then we have these lit up water pump switches, outdoor shower, nice quality valve, brass fittings, really nice quality on our plumbing system. And then of course these are all lockable, super easy to lock. Here's our gray water outlet, and just take a look at the heavy duty suspension, upgraded sway bar. You can take a look at our 52 gallon fuel tank. A wide angle, we can see more of that. Spray on bed liner is going to cover both the chassis and the capsule. On the back we have an Invader rack system, also with our spare tire full size, and we have a winch system. It's a very heavy tire, so having the winch system is really going to help. We have guards on our LED tail lights, also LED backup lights. Up top we have a rear window, which makes it nice. You can enjoy the lounge area. In the back, wherever you're set up, you have 270 degrees of views from the back lounge. We have our wide angle backup camera, 2 10-inch KC lights, which you can use to back up and maneuver this awesome beast. Of course, Storyteller makes the beast, but this in particular is the GXV HILT. But I'm just calling it a beast because that's what it is. Here's our backup sensor so we don't run anything over. We have a 20,000 pound tow hitch, also with 4-pin and 7-pin connector. We have another connection, our 7-pin, 4-pin, 20,000 pound tow hitch, 2,700 pound tongue capacity. You see up top we have our LED marker lights. This is in the gray color, but this also comes in a sand color. So as we take a look at the rear, we can see that cutout of the capsule in the back. That's giving us a 22.8 degree departure angle, and then we have a 10.8 degree brake angle. I love the subtle design that Storyteller puts in this truck bed liner finish. We have our shore power connected right now. It just does have a 16.8 kilowatt Lithium-ion battery system. It has dual 3,000 watt inverters and 1,320 watts of solar panels on top. So you can definitely go off grid with this, no problem. Here's some more lockable storage that we see. We'll take a closer look in that garage area. Our awning has 2 different angles that we can extend the awning in, also with LED lighting. We see part of our lounge and our blackout curtains. And then here's our awning window for the galley. We'll take a closer look in a moment, but first let's take a up close look at our storage on the side and our gear garage here in the back. We have motion sensing lighting, and we have an entire pass-through. We have carpet lining, also D-rings for strapping things down, more gaskets, and then we can see the thickness of these doors. Super high quality hardware. The suspension settings are set to medium right now, but when it's on the high suspension setting, we have an approach angle of 36.1 degrees, we have a departure angle of 26.5 degrees, and we have a brake angle of 17 degrees on the high setting. Alright, so now we're going to take a closer look at the Laramie level 2 equipment setup for this 5500 crew cab chassis. We're going to take a look in the back You see how much room your passengers will have. Coming into the back, this is going to be the Ram5500 crew cab. You see this beautiful wood and leather finish on the interior. Harman Kardon sound system. Beautiful finish on these seats. In the center, we have our armrest, cup holders, plenty of head and leg room. In the rear, we're going to have a USB A and C. Also 110 volt home outlet, air conditioning vents, more cup holders down below and up top. LED lighting and more surround sound speakers in the back. We have LED lighting up our floor with these heavy duty Ram all-weather floor mats. Coming into the passenger side, first we'll notice our regular and wide angle heated mirrors, side mirrors, integrated turn signals, also puddle lamps, and these will fold in. We have keyless entry for this Laramie crew cab, heated front and rear seats, also ventilated for the front seats, full power seats, adjustable lumbar, beautiful finish and stitching, lots of cubbies. You can put a large water bottle in here. We have an assist handle to get in. Just look at the amount of ground clearance that we have. We're going to take a wide angle look. So we have this center console. We have some math we can do here on our angles. Also some tables for calculations. We have rubber lined floor, storage for your spare change, more cup holders, and then we have a second storage bin with USB A, felt lining on the interior, and then this center console can move in and out. Here's our manual, spare keys, wireless charging, USB A's and C's, auxiliary input. Here is our Uconnect 5 12-inch touchscreen system. So it has very fast response. It has Android Auto, Alexa, and I'm sure it has Apple CarPlay, Sirius XM. You can connect your Bluetooth, any devices, everything that you need. You can control this heated steering wheel, driver and passenger ventilated seats, navigation. You can see where we're at. Very responsive, nice and clear, bright Uconnect screen. We have Alexa with these shortcut keys, and then it's nice having some physical buttons. We have our auxiliary buttons down below, tow and haul button. Also our fan and temperature controls are going to be using physical buttons, and our hazard button. So nice setup. I used to have the Uconnect in our Dodge, and it was a great system. So nice setup. Up top we have another cubby, also a 12 volt outlet, and then our Harman Kardon system is a 17 speaker system. Sunglass storage, we have an assist, SOS, map lights, still have a vanity mirror on both sides, remote for the garage door. Unless you have a gigantic garage, you will not be parking this indoors. And then just take a look at these beautiful Laramie seats, very comfortable. Coming into the cockpit of this GXV HILT, the Ram chassis, very awesome. In the cockpit of this GXV HILT, we have a full function leather wrap steering wheel. We have beautiful stitching in this interior. We have push button start stop. And then we can control our transmission here with 4-wheel drive high and low, neutral, and 2-wheel drive. We have our 6-speed HD transmission. And then we have this full color display, digital display for the driver's side. We have the 12-inch Uconnect navigation system and control panel in the front. Now as we spin around to the back, we can see there's our pass-through into the capsule. So they do have a hatch to get in and out. All right, so now we're going to enter the capsule. We have these automatic power steps. We have this heavy-duty grab handle to get into the back. Looking at our door, we have a little bit of storage. And on the inside, we have a cassette shade, European-style door. This capsule is using 2-inch bead foam, and here's a gasket to help keep the air inside the cab. Heavy-duty steps with plenty of grip. We have lighting presets. We can control the awning in and out, entry step lockout. We have space for our fire extinguisher, ventilation to keep everything, all the plumbing warm. This is a Four Seasons adventure vehicle. And then we have more of the push button that's lit up. It's very nice, letting you know if it's on or off very easily. So we have different presets, more awning controls. We can control the water pump and also presets for our lighting. And then this awesome, looks like stainless steel or brushed aluminum GXV logo. Here's the hatch to get into our cab in the front. We have nice stainless steel hardware, very easy to use. You can just hear the nice solid sound of that closing. Here's the storage for our ladder right here. And we're not using it. Since we're parked, of course, we're going to have our ladder out. So we're going to take a wide angle look at the entry with our hatch and our ladder to get up into the first queen bed area. So we have about 4, maybe 5-inch mattress. Underneath, we have this mesh airflow. Also very nice and spongy, giving us a nice bed surface to sleep on. We have these pop-up power stations with 110 volt outlets. On the interior, we have some beautiful leather handles. We have some composite material. This looks like wood, but it's actually a honeycomb composite for all of the cabinetry. And I like the hatch doors with the handles. You can see more of the UV tinted acrylic windows. They're double pane. And then we have bug screen and privacy shades. We can open up each of these handles by the push button and then lock the awning in place when we want to have that fresh air coming through. We have a soft touch ceiling, our carbon monoxide and smoke detector, max air fan with rain sensors. This is our command center for the entire capsule. We have our ventilation fans going right now, and we have our main on and off button. We'll check this out in a moment. We have this ultra leather material just to kind of guard this edge so that we're not getting hurt on the edge while we climb up into this bed area. We have gloss interior and then soft touch panel. I love the fact that you can open and ventilate this window. Also, it has the screen, cassette screen and shade. And then more ventilation on the driver's side with pop-up power station and more storage in the back and the front. And if we look, so let's take a look here in the front. Take a look here in the front. We can have this open. Check it out. We have this ventilation. Very easy to reach. Nice and solid close. Lock this in place. And then you can tighten these struts right here to keep it open at whatever position you'd like. So very nice for this acrylic, insulated acrylic window. You can also see getting a great night of sleep and staring at the stars through that front window. Very nice. So coming over to our control panel, we have our master light control. We can dim everything, or we can do presets for different moods. We can turn our bath light on and off. Also, we have a physical button for our lavatory light. We can go back home. We can check out our tank levels. Of course, this is winterized. We can see our battery temperature, how much time we have left on the battery. And then we have two 3,000 watt inverters, 1,320 watts of solar panels on the roof. We have our climate control, also with lighting, and we control the heat and the AC with this command center. So very nice touch response. I love the old world map style background. You can save some batteries by hitting sleep mode. I'll put in sleep mode right away. And then down below we have this grab handle to help us get in, climbing up into the first queen bed area. So we'll wake it up, we'll just touch that. Now we'll head into the wet bathroom next. Nautical style door and frosted window. Very heavy duty, nice aluminum handle for the hardware. We We have stainless steel hinges on this. Here's our shower curtain. We even have a gasket to keep any water in so it's not splashing onto our floor. I love the wood look vinyl floor, very beautiful. In fact, this is an actual vinyl plank floor. Nice composite deck. The entire capsule and cabinetry is all composite. So we have some brushed stainless steel or brushed nickel hardware, adjustable shower head and wand with different settings. High quality hardware for the plumbing and our lavatory sink. We have this nice lavatory, easy to clean, smooth surface. And we do have some extra room in this wet bathroom. Here's our max fan air vent, which is, this will ventilate out of the side of the vehicle instead of the roof. Our shower niche, LED lighting, and our Thetford cassette toilet. Of course, these are, you can rotate, and you have your flush actuator, slip resistant shower pan, and then we have another panel down below. And this will be for our plumbing access. Alright, let's back up a little bit so we can get a wide view of the lavatory. Alright. Now spinning around, before we do that, let's check out this beautiful vinyl floor, also with the ambient LED lighting down below. Beautiful look. I love this oak look floor. All is completely composite. It does have a nice warm oak wood look to it. The head of our door is going to have this metal hilt logo on it, also with gas shock for our door. And then let's take a look at our galley. Absolutely beautiful. Look at all the work surface that we have. We have removable countertop areas. And I love this radius cabinetry. Very modern, beautiful look. I love the two-tone of the oak look composite and the dark panels down below. We have this ambient lighting all around with this warm, soft white color. More radius cabinetry. Again, this is all composite. There's no wood used in these cabinets. And then check out these hinges. These are some heavy duty hinges. Very easy to use. No hardware sticking out, so there's nothing is getting caught. More soft touch paneling. We have spotlights. We can move these in place while we're working. And then soft touch panel on the interior of our cabinetry. So we have lots of storage all around. Now looking down at our galley, I like this drip edge. So if we have a spill, it'll catch in this recessed area. This is a composite material for our countertop, Korean style countertop. The contour, dual induction burners with touch controls. Also, this is removable. So if you don't want to use, if you want to take this out, it is removable, no problem. We also have this splash edge. We have these sloping lines for drainage. Another removable power station. We have USB A and C. On the other side, we have 110 volts. This has the guzzle filter system, so even if you're, no matter where you're at, you can have filtered water on its own dedicated spout. And more of that beautiful brushed nickel or stainless steel hardware. Super high quality on this faucet. I love the pull-out sprayer with the dual regular and spray nozzles. I love the modern finishes of the hardware, and also this beautiful stainless steel square sink. It's nice having a single bowl instead of two tiny bowls. You have this one large area, and of course when you're not using the sink, you have all of this room for a workstation. Let's check out our cabinetry. Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less than dovetail and solid maple construction for the drawers. We have soft closing, of course. These nautical style locking handles. It's cool, you have to pull open, but great having the trash, very easy to access. Lots of room in this galley. So let's take a wide angle look at the galley. Very beautiful setup. I love the backsplash with the world map. What do you guys think about the setup in this galley? And check out our beautiful stainless steel contour convection microwave. And then look at these isotherm refrigerator and freezer combo. Nice setup. Very high quality. The doors are heavy duty stainless steel. These heavy duty latches. Very high end on this refrigerator and freezer. Off to our left, we're going to have some space for our wardrobe. We have our closet rod up top, and then these beautiful aluminum shelves. The nice thing about these, you can fold them up out of place, lock them in place if you want to have full height. Very easy to lock. The interior has this nice felt finish. If we want to configure this a little bit different, we can unlock and lock whichever shelves we want, so we can configure the space however we like. I love the attention to detail on the cabinetry. Very nice finish with the radius. Instead of a hard edge, you get this radius for the cabinetry. Down below we have our branch breaker. So all of our major appliances, we have easy access to the breakers. Ventilation down below. And then just take a look at this under cabinet lighting, giving this a very peaceful interior, nice feel. Very modern but peaceful interior. Here's a wide angle look at our stainless steel refrigerator. Up top you can see our Coleman Mach air conditioning system. And the nice thing about this is that it is ducted. Instead of having the air just blasting out of one spot, you will have these air ducts all throughout the capsule area. And now let's take a look at the lounge area. As we come in, we have a slight step up. We have these ultra leather pads which are velcroed in place so that we're not sliding around. We can set up our table in the center with the socket for our table. And then just look at how many people we can get back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people easily. And this entire area will turn into a queen bed area. I love being able to see all around. We have 270 degrees of views from our lounge area. So just imagine parking this when you're overlanding, having an incredible view. You can stay warm or cool while enjoying the views on your overlanding trip. Up top we have more of the honeycomb composite material for our cabinet doors. Lots of overhead storage. And then this leatherette material. I love the saddle brown color that it has to it. As we spin around, in the back we have our lighting presets, water pump control, and then a USB A and C charging port. Very cozy spot in this lounge area. What do you guys think about this GXV HILT? Special thanks to La Mesa RV here in Mesa, Arizona for letting us spend the time to film this vehicle so that we can share it with you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to bringing you more of these amazing adventure vehicles such as the HILT from Storyteller Overland. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.